like I said, I went to Mr. Jake's channel here. And there are 2 videos. This one, I can probably speed this up a little bit. But this video was 3 years ago. Called Why I Was in a Mr. Beast video after I left. It says why I went back in the thumbnail. This was after he got fired from Mr. Beast, but before the video with the lights, right? Before the, it's not imprisonment. I don't know what to call it. But before the video that we've all been talking about. 2 times speed time? I think it is. I might do 1.5 instead of 2. Because 2 times might hurt my brain while I'm live.
Oi! Hey, you! Hey! I'm getting a lot of comments on my social media like, hey, I thought you left Mr. Beast, but hey, this video said you left Mr. Beast. What are you, a liar? Jake, did you lie to me?
Well, I thought you left. You must be not funny. You must be bad at comedy if you had to go back to a Mr.
You know what happened? He called. Say, hey, you busy this week? You want to do a thing? I was like, sure. I thought you don't work at Mr. Beast anymore. I don't. I'm still friends with all those guys. I just don't have insurance. What I've been doing since I left Mr. Beast was A.
I hate the like little smirks he does after some of the things. I don't know. I don't like little smirks. It's weird. But this is the same exact thing I say about Rady Shady Datey. All right, it's not a good game. It's not a good game. I don't think you should spend money on it. But if they knock on my door, I'm gonna be like, yes, I love Raid Shadow Legends. And this is something I'm very open about, which is why, again, once I sign contracts and I can no longer talk about it, I just have to hope that you guys and my audience remember that I say don't spend money. Don't spend money on this thing. You can very much tell when I do sponsorships for games that I enjoy versus games that I'm literally just doing it for a paycheck. Yes, please input contract remuneration. Thank you, please. So it's just like, if you are willing to go back after you've been, treated poorly, which Raid has never treated me poorly. They've been wonderful every single time. Every single time they've treated me very well. I have no complaints. I'm not a fan of the game.
Hey, I've been going balls deep into stand-up lately, okay, because things are opening back up, people are getting vaccinated, right? You're getting vaccinated, right? Now that we're all microchipped and, things are getting back to normal a little bit-ish, kind of. Let's not get too comfortable, okay? The Lord giveth and can taketh away, okay? But now that, stand-up is happening again, I was, doing a bunch of shows in New York, which is a lot of fun. I will be posting clips from those shows as well as just talking about stand-up and future uploads. So if you're new here, hey, please, for the love of God, hit subscribe.
And for those of you who haven't...
So this whole intro is just him being like, well, now I can get the channel back up. Now I can do things with the channel again. We're going to be working on the channel again. COVID's over. I don't have to worry about it so much. I can start the channel. Please subscribe. All right, okay. Are you picking up what I'm putting down yet, chat?
Subscribe for a while. Hey, I appreciate you guys as well. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading as frequently as I'd like to, because my life is in shambles. It's not in shambles, I'm fine. I'm just in a weird transit, because like I've been living in one place for a while, and I'm about to move to another place again, because I was going to move to another place for another thing. I was supposed to move before the pandemic, and then I didn't do that. The world's opening back up again, and it feels like you can do stuff again. Just for a while. If I couldn't get the YouTube channel off the ground during the pandemic, you think I can get it off the ground when I'm doing stuff? No, I'm doing stuff instead. YouTube channels are for people who aren't doing stuff.
But also, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. YouTube channels are for people who aren't doing stuff. And, I'm doing stuff, so I couldn't work on my channel, the channel that I want to get off the ground, by using Mr. Beast because he has a platform that I can help get my channel off the ground. I wasn't able to get it off the ground during COVID when I was doing nothing, so now I have an opportunity to get it off the ground because Mr. Beast has an audience, and that's why I said yes. That's why I was in a video with him. We're friends.
On some other channels, some of you are pointing out that I was in a couple of FGTV videos, and yeah, I was doing some work over there, some on camera, some off camera. It was a lot of fun, and I still have a working relationship with those guys as well. You know what 2021's about? Not doing one big job, doing several little jobs at once, and then combine that into one income. Hey, you know what 2021 is? Doing comedy for as long as you can, it doesn't get paid, and then one of these millionaire YouTubers asks you to do a thing for the next couple of months. That's what sustains you.
But for all the people who are
how terrible that you had to do something to make money. How terrible that the thing you want to do wasn't making you enough money, so you have to do something that you maybe not want to do because it's going to make you a lot of money, and it's also going to give you a lot of viewership. And you could probably use a springboard off of your comedy career. Just
All these nice posts saying, hey, it's good to see you back in the videos. I've been getting tweets, I've been getting DMs about how they appreciate me seeing the videos. Hey, I appreciate you saying all those things. I've been trying to write scripts that I can't finish because I have ADHD, apparently. I found that out in therapy. I was going over my day-to-day and how my brain works, and my therapist is like, I think you have ADHD. And I was like, not ADD. She goes, oh no, you got H as fuck, dude. You got a lot of H. But the Mr. Beast video I did, was fun. We did stay in prison for around 3 days. The entire cast was amazing. They were all wonderful people. And Zealous was a great cellmate. If you guys don't check out Zealous's channel, he's bigger than me. I don't know why I'm plugging him. If anything, hey Zealous, shout me out. God damn it. I shouldn't say God damn it around Zealous. He's very religious. He's the sweetest boy in the planet.
You got a major platform. Why aren't you shouting me out more? I'm shouting you out and you're huge because I gotta attach your name to the video because you're huge and people are going to notice your name and then they're going to probably subscribe to me. But you're huge. You have the huge platform. Why don't you shout me out more often? Hey, Fillion, you got a huge platform. You know me. Fillion, why don't you shout me out more often? That would make a lot of sense. We do collabs. Why aren't you talking about me more often, Fillion? I was like, what the fuck, man?
But when we were bunkmates, he did pop into my top bunk and say, hey, can I read you a proverb? I politely declined, zealous, I love you. Sweet boy, okay? He can do a backflip. Can I do a backflip? Of course not. One thing that was fun during the filming of the prison video was I had to sneak in my hair loss medication.
Because apparently you're not
He
allowed.
lied about the solitary. It was only 3 days. This is a different video. Once again, I prefaced playing this with this is a 3-year-old video. This was Mr. Beast called him for the prison video, which is not the solitary confine. I don't want to call it solitary confinement, which is not the video we've all been talking about the lights. This is before the lights video.
I'd bring hair loss medication into prison, but I snuck it in my underwear. I swear to God, I snuck in my keeps. Hey, keeps, I know you're not sponsoring me, but it'd be great if you did, because I swear to God, I smuggled keeps into jail, okay? So I could make sure that my hair doesn't fall.
This is a video of me explaining why I went back when everybody thought I wasn't going to go back because I got treated poorly and I got fired and people thought I wouldn't want to go back. But hey, I'm friends with these guys. And you know, keeps, I actually smuggled your stuff into this video on this platform with Mr. Beast. I had to smuggle it into my underwear. It was in a content video. Why don't you sponsor me, keeps? I know this is explaining why I went back when people thought I wouldn't go back, but sponsor me, please.
Out by the age of 25, because I'm 24, and everybody in my family's bald, okay? And I wasn't gonna let one in Mr. Beast video, okay, for this to go away. I need this. If I don't have this, I look funnier. which I need my words to be funny, not my appearance. I need my appearance to be a certain amount of funny. I can't have my face be funnier than the jokes. It'll ruin my act.
Well,
that's not necessarily true. There's plenty of comedians with funny faces. What's the name of that guy? What's the name of that guy? It's not Jack Black. It's another Black. Louis Black, maybe? Louis Black was kind of funny looking. He also had really great angry comedy. I like Louis Black a lot.
No, you guys are commenting like, hey, can you be a little less vague about your working relationship with one of my favorite people on the planet? I did leave Beast, but if someone over there calls me...
I thought he got fired. What does he mean I did leave? I thought he got fired. I thought he said him and another writer got fired. What does he mean by this?
And asks, do you want to do this crazy thing? Sure.
Sure.
Oh, you're gonna film it. Oh, that's great. Good idea. You guys were just planning. Good idea. I'm so glad we brought cameras. You know, it's never, hey, Jake, you want to come over and play Smash? It's always, hey, Jake, do you want to film something? And yeah, I do. But no, I've been doing a lot of stand-up and traveling a lot for stand-up, which is nice. I was just doing some shows in New York. I will...
This is another thing. I don't know how new he was to content creation at this point or how long he'd worked at Mr. Beach at this point. I can't remember how long it was, but in the business world, you're not going to make a lot of friends. You're not going to have a lot of people who are going to call you up and be like, let's hang out. You're going to have a lot of people call you up and be like, hey, let's make some content. And especially when you're making a lot of content and you're a large platform like Mr. Beast, you probably don't have a lot of time for friends either. You're probably going to be doing a lot more content and a lot of friend stuff because, like, none of you have fucking time for anything. You're probably going to be doing a little bit of stuff for the friends, depending on how much they like you. But again, you also said in current year, again, this video is 3 years old, you said in current year that people would edit you out of videos because your personality was too strong. You said that people didn't like you because you were going to be overshadowing everybody else. So what do you mean? What do you mean by this? If they did they not like you, or were you their friend?
We'll be in Atlanta. Do I know where in Atlanta yet? No, I'm just gonna go to Atlanta and hope I find the shows. So if you live in Atlanta, from July 27th to August 8th, I'm not saying I have shows lined up. I'm saying I will be in Atlanta somewhere. Even if you don't come see me perform, if you see me on the street, be like, is that the guy from? No, it's not. No.
Why are you talking faster? Because the video sped up? Because I have autism. I feel like that's what I should be doing. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. All right, so we watched this one, and then currently, 3 days ago, the real reason I left Mr. Beast...
Before this maybe
gets taken down, I hope it doesn't. I'm choosing my words very carefully, as I have for the past 5 years. Before we really get started, I just want to go ahead and say that in the top link in the description, I have a link to a fundraiser to help fight against child trafficking. I hate the internet. The reason I'm choosing this fundraiser is because just fully coincidentally, I got to do this show. It was a benefit show to prevent child trafficking. And the show was on the 30th. Funny enough, I was booked on that show like a month ago, before any of this came out. And I know what you're thinking, like a comedian at a show.
Remember what Asmongold said as well? Gotta think about, in terms of Ludwig, right, letting go of that $100,000, how much of that is actually selfless and how much of that is good optics and good business decisions. Keep that in mind.
To fundraise to fight child sex trafficking? How am I gonna make this funny? Well, I gave it a try. I was building off of one of the things the speaker said. Rich and famous and powerful people, you know, they're the ones who often get away with this kind of thing, you know? And that's when I think Drake lost the rap battle. One guy laughed, you know? As soon as he was like, man, I'm too rich and famous for that kind of thing. I'd be in jail by now. I was like, really? Would you? I told a joke about my dad at that show, and the crux of that show I said at the end was something like this, actually.
One of the things I love about this event, and one of the things I'm appreciative of you guys to be here, is not to make light of anything, but I feel after...
The real reason I left Mr. Beast, Big Alonga Uncut. Watch some of my comedic acts. Subscribe, please. Where's Ban the Man? Where's Ban the Man with that comment I asked him to copy earlier? I'll put that in the chat.
Yeah, healing thing can be a cathartic thing, and you can make jokes about, not about that, but use those to heal, I think is great. So, thank you guys for being here. This was a great event. No, we're gonna do it.
You watch it 1 times 3 so you can actually understand what's... I only put this on 1.5, because this is longer than the other one.
But if you want to donate to me or my Patreon, that's fine, but the top link right there is...
Hey guys, you remember that flavor thing I said? Where, you know, there's... How terrible! These terrible things are terrible, and they reminded me of terrible things that happened to me. By the way, thank you for all your support. Donate to my Patreon. Give me some money.
For a fundraiser to help prevent against... You can tell I talk to lawyers. This video is about nothing. On the off chance, you know, that, I don't know. I'm just gonna, all right, I'm gonna cut. A lot of people don't come forward about stuff, you know, wherever they work, because they're worried that if they do, their career is gonna be over, or their friends are gonna lose their jobs, or, you know, maybe if I'm nice publicly, I'll have a chance to, you know, come back and do another thing for money.
You made like you did multiple times? You mean like how you're only coming out now that it's safe because there's so many allegations against Mr. Beast? You mean exactly what you're doing?
Whether that's work or a game, you know, whatever. You know, and that's kind of a weird system to have when someone is in a position where they can't say no financially. Their career and life, their ability to eat, depends on making somebody else who has money and power happy.
That's just having a job, my guy. I hate to break it to you, but that's just what having a job is like. I don't know what you mean by this. You can say no. You can have a job that's not a Mr. Beast video. You can actually do that.
It's not really a choice, is it?
Yeah,
It's not a choice, especially when you put a
Camera in their face either, hypothetically. If it was a really good deed, I don't think anybody would know about it. Here's a game. Donate to the link in my chat and don't say anything. Don't talk about it. Don't film yourself doing it. Just do it. Just do it because it's the right thing to do. Going on that thing was the first time in 5 years I was able to talk with no filter about something, and I would like to continue to do that. I really would. I would like to be myself. I would like to be honest.
Isn't it weird that he immediately says that right after he said that people don't want to speak up because they'll lose opportunity? But then it took him 5 years and a whole bunch of other people coming out with way worse allegations of Mr. Beast?
I would like to tell people what I knew, what I know, when I knew it, and I want to tell people what Jimmy's really like. And I'm actually going to be uploading one video here on this channel every day until the Batman takes off his mask. I'm kidding. But not every single video I post is going to be tea, you know? Maybe I'll sneak some tea in somewhere. You know, I'm sure there's a handful of people watching everything I upload up to this point like a hawk. And that's okay.
He's alluding to, obviously, the Mr. Beast people watching it in case he does a legal fuck up, but also being like, subscribe to my channel, make sure you check out my content. I'll put some tea somewhere, but it's not all going to be tea. Sometimes I'm going to do stand-up, sometimes I'm going to play video games, and sometimes it's going to be tea. And if you want more information on this, you're going to have to subscribe to my channel. You're going to have to subscribe, and you're going to have to come back and watch. And you don't know what I'm going to throw in the tea. It could be in any of these videos. You don't know. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Grab some popcorn, because I don't watch you. I'm going to finish this video.
Are you simping for the Beast or just skeptical? No, Mr. Beast is completely in the fucking wrong. He's a terrible person for what he's done. I'm not defending him in any way, shape, or form. But this guy is also disingenuous.
With 3 things, and I hope you stick around to the end. Some things I know to be true, some opinions, and if you'd help me, some things I'd like to do moving forward. But real quick before I do that, I want to talk about this. It's raining right now, so I don't know if that's going to come up, but I don't have a lot of time. I got to get this out. This was given to me by a really good friend of mine, like a lifelong friend of mine. And you can see on the date that it says 2020, because that's when I was officially no longer an employee. And he got me that because I was supposed to start my own thing. I was supposed to go ahead and do my own stuff. And he's one of those guys that's like really, like, not into the feminine frou-frou stuff, which is fine. You know, we get along. It's
The real reason I left Mr. Beast, by the way, is the name of this video, chat.
funny. So when he gave it to me, he said, this isn't a gift. This is not a gift. It's an investment. I said, then why is it wrapped like that, silly goose? You can look back at my old videos, and it was up, and I haven't had it up in a while, but it's up now. I'm gonna work through the rain if that's okay. Something I know to be true, everything I said in the documentary. I was the priest cursor, I was the test bunny, I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to be in a video. I was supposed to be in a video that came out. And I was supposed to get a lot more money than I did, and I wasn't supposed to get hurt. Another thing that's true is that there were 2 other influencers there who saw me.
Him saying I was supposed to get a lot more money than I did. You not understanding how taxes work isn't Mr. Beast's fault.
Carl, you know one of them. Carl, somebody who rose to the top at Beast. Interesting. Real quick, another thing I know to be true. I was talking with James Warren, and it was a phone conversation. I don't have any copies of any of the stuff I have there, so maybe they have copies of some stuff, and if they don't, then hey, awesome. This is one of those on-the-phone things, so I must have gotten swindled. Whoops. I was supposed to be the 4th banana. Supposed to be Jimmy, Chris, Chandler, me. These are conversations I had that I was in the writer's room, and I was like, when do I get some screen time? And I never did, because I didn't agree with everything. I didn't like the content. I kind of thought a lot of people were assholes. Not even like a weird, like, Discord chat way.
How are you supposed to be the 4th banana if you thought a lot of people were assholes? Also, that video from 3 years ago when you said you're still friends with all of them, they called you up, you went to do a video, but then in the interview with Dogpack, you also said that they would cut you out of content. How are you going to be the 4th banana if they were cutting you out of content because your personality is too strong? I'm sensing quite a lot of caveats here.
You know, just like oh, that's a banger, dude. Oh, that's a, you know, I mean, that's not my vibe. I don't like, backwards hat skateboarding motherfuckers getting a lot of money and being praised like they were geniuses. But regardless, Carl, one of your friends.
Geniuses that you said you would answer calls from as long as they would put you in videos because the videos would give you views and money. It was a platform for you to springboard your career off of, which I mean, a lot of people do that. But like, it's coming across a little disingenuous here, my guy. 4th banana, does he mean 3rd wheel? No. 4th banana, like bananas in pajamas.
You play Among Us with, I forget who. She saw me. She was there. She talked to me. And Eric, I don't know if this made it in the doc. Dude, no harm, no foul. And also no harm, no foul to the Carl's friend either. You guys are fine. I just would appreciate it if you acknowledged that you were there and you saw me there. That's all. I mean, I have an image of me there. There I am. I'd be really crazy for me to fake that. That's a picture of me, a set I didn't build. A bunch of...
You didn't speak out about this for years. You waited until other people came out and spoke out about it. So how are you going to get on other people's cases for not speaking out about things that they were there for to witness because they're covering their asses so that they make sure they still have a platform and a paycheck? I don't know. This is the kind of guy that have a meeting for a 2-line email.
Really hardworking people that get no credit built that set. Other things I know to be true, a lot of people there.
Really hardworking people who get no credit built that set. That happens in theater. That happens like everywhere. Like maybe Mr. Beast needs to run like a credit roll at the end that has like people's names who worked on it. But like that's just typical.
I thought we should have pulled the plug a lot sooner. A lot of people spoke up about getting me out, and I know this to be true. I wanted to get out sooner than I was allotted. They should have the footage, and if they don't, then they don't. A useful idiot told me it is in some servers. Now,
if it is in some servers, if it does exist, this man should have lawyered up and been like, we're gonna subpoena or whatever the they do that footage in order to take it to court, because if he was not allowed to leave, that is illegal. That is being held against his will.
I'm going to talk about some opinions. The content's not good. It's not good. Content's not good. It's algorithm, SEO bullshit. Dogpad was talking about mind control, and when I was first watching the doc, I was like, oh, it's just what commercials do. It's just what advertising does. But yeah, that's also bad. Like, can we think about that? Can we think about how advertising and marketing, like, there's a lot of tricks that they really trick you into.
If the content was bad, why did you say they were still your friends? And why were you okay with taking multiple phone calls to go back and do videos if you thought it was bad? If I think someone is bad, I just don't do stuff with them.
Buying stuff and like video games that like with the microtransactions, like that's all based on like science targeted to kids and their brains. And our phones are drugs. Like our phones are like the dopamine, the happy chemicals that go off in your brain when you do like drugs. Your phone does that. And we give that to kids. If I had a kid, I wouldn't let them get a phone until they were like 16. And that's just me. If a phone is a drug, some people give out that drug to children, like candy. Like they're dressed up as Willy Wonka or something. I don't know. That's an opinion about algorithms and how they influence content and how the entire YouTube industry has seemed to shape around that. Another opinion I have is that the culture, this isn't a trade secret or anything, but the culture around, some of the places I worked, if you didn't kiss the ring, you'd lose your career. And if you didn't talk nice to reporters, you wouldn't be allowed back. You'd be in the out group. And even if you kissed all the rings, you're still in the out group because maybe you're just, I don't know.
Here's a
But I thought you were supposed to be the fourth banana. I don't understand, man.
One metaphor. I'm a punk band, and I used to write for Taylor Swift. Approachable, inoffensive, formulaic, paint by numbers. I was planting seeds, fellas. I had to be very careful about what I said publicly because I wanted to have a career, but I let some seeds drop.
Okay.
You always have to be very careful about what you say publicly when you're in any kind of business, right? Like even if you're just like some literal who at like Microsoft, if you say some weird shit publicly, like they're gonna fire you.
Finger down if last year you were in a Mr. Beast challenge that never came out, but it's okay because you got paid anyway and you got paid a lot, which is great. But then this year when you try to do your taxes were a nightmare. So you try to do them as early as possible. So you try to get your taxes done in February, and they're like, yeah, you owe this much, and we're going to take it out of your account, and then the money never comes out of your account. Tens of thousands of dollars in taxes, and it's more expensive because you just didn't know what you were doing and no one was really helpful. If you want to...
That's not Mr. Beast's fault. Mr. Beast has no responsibility to teach his employees how to do their taxes. Nobody taught me how to do my fucking taxes. Now, I had to figure this shit out myself. I've gotten taken advantage of. I had someone scam me because they work on commission. I paid so much in taxes this year because I didn't know what I would have to do. I'm set for next year, right? But like, that's no one's fault but maybe the American education system and my own. Trying to blame Mr. Beast for not knowing how to do your taxes when you get given $100,000 is crazy. That's like the one thing I can defend Mr. Beast on. Literally the one thing.
Through all the seeds I was dropping, check out my YouTube videos, my TikTok, my Instagram. I deleted my Twitter because I don't want any part of that. Don't worry, all my Call of Duty Xbox Live tweets got deleted back in like 2019. It's fine. I got rid of them. And that brings me to the next thing. If in the hypothetical scenario, somebody were to hire people to dig up dirt on other people for the purpose of defaming them, so they seem less credible, hypothetically. Did they offer me $100,000? Yes, indeed. Did I take it? Yes, I did. Was it under the assumption of shush money? No, of course. They would never do that. I was told.
How can he imply that it was shush money when it was $10,000 a day and he stayed there 10 brackets, maybe 11, because he said 11 days a few times. Most of the time he says 10, sometimes he says 11. $100,000. That's $10 a day. $10 a day. $10,000 a day. How would it be shush money if that's like legitimately what he won?
By the man in charge, that this is just payment for the challenge. Because I was in there for 11 days, and I did some challenges, so I got a good chunk of change, and I was told it was because that's what I had completed up to that point. And that is true. If they're doing a deep dive on my financials, I'm broke, fellas. I'll save you the trouble. It'd be a weird angle for them to...
You don't need a PI when you have two eyes. I don't know what this has to do with anything. Once again, he mentioned that he paid like, what, 30 or 40,000 something in taxes on that, and it's like, yeah, that fucking adds up. That's exactly what I have to deal with. That makes sense when you aren't incorporated on your own, and you don't know what you're doing. It sucks. I wish he didn't have to pay that much in taxes, but that's not Mr. Beast's fault.
Go into like a like a weird, like deviant, like drugs and sex thing, but just to get ahead of that, I guess. Sure, I do drugs. Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, I'm on my prescribed medication currently. And am I into weird sex shit? Yeah, sure. Fucking, I'm like a hetero, flexible, polyamorous, he-they-ish Brooklynite. You better believe I'm
Everyone with that mustache is. Don't worry, baby.
got into some stuff. Gender's a spectrum, and I'm spinning the wheel, baby. At least anybody I'm talking to, like, can go see Deadpool without their mom. You know, you must be this tall to ride.
That was a good joke. That was a good joke.
Well, I mean, ID has got to be up like way above 18. And if I'm missing anything and other weird bullshit comes up, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna talk about it. I got no skeletons I ain't scared to talk about. In fact, I might even make a playlist about it. I'll make a playlist called Skeletons. If something comes my way, I'm gonna make a video about it, unless they take it down. I don't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to say, I didn't do this for money. I didn't do this for fame. I didn't do this to jumpstart my career. I wasn't trying to
Yeah,
be
I just don't fucking believe you.
I held my tongue for a long time because I made the calculation that that was the right thing to do based on the information I had. And once I found
For money, and for fame, and for your channel.
out some new information that changed the equation. So here we are. So if you've liked me on the Mr. Beast channel, if you wanted to see a lot more of me, hey, me too, brother. But thank God you have a chance to see me here. Maybe I upload more videos where I talk about some tea, or maybe I talk about stuff I want to talk about. Maybe I make some sketches with my friends. You might see some stand-up clips, streaming, short form. I just got a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about that I haven't been able to talk about for about 5 years now. So if you're interested,
And I just feel like if he came out and he was like, yeah, they treated me like but like I needed money and I was willing to take the phone call, so I did some shit that maybe I shouldn't have done. But it was a way to get views. It was a way to get money. I was like, you can't fault me for that. He would have come off so much more genuine if he had just said that instead of trying to make all these excuses.
in that or me, then subscribe, follow, TikTok, Instagram. I wanted to stream so bad. I don't know how.
And
Wait,
I have some
hold on.
projects.
Let's roll that one back,
clips.
chat.
Be here.
Maybe I upload more videos where I talk about some tea, or maybe I talk about stuff I want to talk about. Maybe I make some sketches with my friends. You might see some stand-up clips, streaming, short form. I just got a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about that I haven't been able to talk about for about 5 years now. So if you're interested in that or me, then subscribe, follow, TikTok, Instagram. I wanted to stream so bad. I don't know how. And I have
Some
I want to stream so bad. I don't know how to do this. I've been trying to do it for so long. I'm not making any money. I tried using Mr. Beast's platform. I tried all these things that I didn't want to do to boost my platform, and now is my chance. I want to stream so bad. Again, you would have come off so much more genuine if you had just said that.
projects in the works, like a screenplay I'm working on about. It's kind of like The Office, but instead they work at a YouTube company, and the boss is like a Michael Scott type, but he's like a millionaire kid who doesn't know what he's doing but thinks he's a genius. I'm working on other screenplays, pilots, TV shows, and I'm also working on a documentary from my perspective about this whole situation. So if you want to see any of those projects get made, then donate to my Patreon, or just even a follow would be lovely. And again, please donate to the fund.
This is the second time he's brought up his Patreon in this video. Maybe more than twice, but my brain only remembers twice.
Razor to help prevent child sex trafficking. Before I go, I want to tell a story about my dad, if that's okay. And then you guys can go. Everybody loved my dad.
I genuinely can't tell if this is a story actually about his dad or if it's an allegory to Mr. Beast. I actually can't tell at this point.
Everybody thought he was the coolest, nicest guy in the world, you know? People would say, I would talk about what my dad was like. They'd be like, what, that guy? No way, you know? And it wasn't until, news broke that he did something bad to a kid that people, started changing their attitude, and I got a lot of sorries. I don't know. Just seemed like a relevant story, I guess.
Thank you for watching. Sorry I cried a lot. I promise you the only thing I care about is that my mom told me she was proud of me. If money motivates you more than that, I bet you'll go far, kid. The irony. This guy's a schizo. There was a couple of people during, I can't remember if it was like on Twitter or like yesterday, in Discord, but I saw some people talking about how scripted his mom's call felt. This is the mom's call. Also, the real reason I left Mr. Beast, again,
do not sound like yourself, and you were talking about how your feet were bloody and blistered and you could barely walk. I think it was days before you could actually walk like a human, and you were...
And that's disgusting. Mr. Beast should not have done that. You don't have someone run for hours who is not trained to do so. That's very bad for them.
psychologically struggling.
Him being disingenuous about things and being, like, using Mr. Beast to try and boost his own platform doesn't take away from, like, the shitty things he was subjected to, right? It's just, like, the way he's going at it, it just makes me feel even less pity for him, right? I still think it's wrong. I still think it's bad. I hope Mr. Beast is held accountable. I don't feel like he will be because that's just the unfortunate reality we live in. I wish he would be. If this guy was held against his will or if there was any of that actual illegal stuff going on, I hope he can take it to court. I hope he can get retribution for that. But all of this drains my pity meter.
I got the slides that were in the thing.
I just know that you kept saying how you couldn't sleep and that the lights never
I
fucking
respect the hustle. Never let a good tragedy go to waste, they say. True and real.
went off, like never, not one time. And the sound was always there and the smell was always there, and that it was just awful. And that you wanted to come out long before they actually said, okay, fine, whatever. That's what I remember.
Mom, I asked you one question, and it was like a quick, question, and you just went on and on and on. I'm just gonna let you know I am filming my video for my response to the doc.
Like the second?
Yeah, right now.
Oh shit!
No, that's good. You didn't know that, and you just said all the things. So that's good.
Wow, it's such a
I just remember
coincidence.
it taking a long time for you to even feel like you wanted to talk to humans again.
Yeah.
And like I think it was like the recovery from this was like not small. It
Yeah.
was long.
Yeah.
It was very long.
Yeah.
And I just remember feeling horrible because, you know, at the time we thought this would be a good experience and you could use this to like kind of set up your future career, and then I felt like guilty for saying, oh yeah,
You could use this to set up your future career. If you rewind a few minutes, he said he wasn't doing this for money or for fame or for his channel, and his mom just said he was doing this for his future career. Sir, please, I beg.
you should totally do this.
Oh, no. Everyone told me to do the bad thing, and everyone told me to be quiet about the bad things.
Well, as the mom though, I mean, you know, I should have
And
advised.
everyone will always tell you to be quiet about the bad things. And you yourself even said that people be quiet about the bad things in order to protect their money and their investments and their careers.
better. And,
No,
and I-
don't do that shit. No, don't put this on you. What are you doing?
looking back on it, it's like even, you know, I've talked to other people and it's pretty close to kidnapping when they start to not let you leave. And, no, I'm not kidding. Like if you say
Let the record show, my mom's not a lawyer, by the way. That's not, okay, listen. Hey, whoa.
no, but when you say you want to be done and then you can't be done, that means you're being held against your will. I mean, that's the definition, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah.
I don't think it's bad that he's grifting off of Mr. Beast. I think, like Asmongold said, these creators that try to push out a fake appearance and people believe the fake appearance is the problem. It's not bad that he's grifting Mr. Beast. It's bad that he's trying to push I'm not doing this for money, I'm not doing this for fame, I'm not doing this for my channel or for clout. By the way, subscribe to my Instagram and my YouTube and my Patreon and give me money on Patreon. By the way, did I mention my Patreon? Can you give me money on Patreon? By the way, I'm going to be doing this fundraiser. You can donate to the fundraiser. Don't talk about donating to the fundraiser. Did I mention my Patreon? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know how to stream. I've been wanting to stream for ages, but like, you know, I wasn't doing this for fame. I wasn't doing this for content. The problem is the lying. The problem is trying to project the fake persona. Grifting Mr. Beast, especially because he was treated wrong, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
No, absolutely. I can name anyone in my family that I talk to about the fact that this is not okay.
You hear that? You're gonna get a post from my grandma telling you that I'm not a liar, okay?
No.
I'm gonna send your third grade teacher a strongly worded letter.
My Nana's gonna kick your ass, all right?
In fact, all of my coworkers were eagerly awaiting the news, and they were horrified when I, you know, gave them the little update.
Well, you can tell them we're doing a lot better now. I'm gonna get back to filming.
Okay, all right. Well, sorry I went on a tangent.
No, I didn't ask you. I asked one question. You just kept yapping. Okay, so that's great. Love that.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Well, you didn't know I was gonna call you, unlike the time when I called you about the meteor.
yeah, no, that I was in on.
Thank you, Mom. I appreciate you. Let me see you. Bye.
Let me say bye.
You call that saint a liar to my face. You call that saint a liar to my face.
So that was what I wanted to finish showing. So I still agree that he was weak. He should not focus on his mom told the story much better than he did. If I had heard his mom first, I probably wouldn't have said that, but him continuously going off on the lights, you know? Thank God it's over. Oh God, you'd say don't quit your day job. You're mad at me for subjecting you to that? Shame on you. I think it's very important because, again, Mr. Beast was wrong. Mr. Beast did bad things. Mr. Beast should be held accountable, but someone trying to project themselves in a fake way, I think is important to notice. Could use this to set up your future career. Mom, shut up. It was like a documentary after he was found dead under suspicious circumstances. Oh, Mom, why didn't he smash the lights? Imagine. That would have been content. Him just going monkey in the room, smashing the lights. Death by cringe. Me showing all of this as a war crime. You're gonna take me to court? I'm gonna turn on all the lights, cold acid. Kirsche committed a war crime by forcing me to watch the video. We deserve a reward for putting up with that video, don't you think? Yeah, and that reward? Crime bombs! We'll go play crime bombs. I didn't get through any of my Daily Mail tabs. Maybe that's my grift. I tell you I'm gonna read Daily Mail articles and then I just don't.